Right, this is going to show you how to do 2 by 1 digit multiplication problems. I'm going to show you 3 methods: repeated addition, area model, and traditional method. So repeated addition for this problem. This problem right here says 42 times 4, or 42 groups of, and I'll put of here, of 4. Now, we could do 42 groups of 4, but that would take us too long. So I'm going to try backwards. Because of the commutative property of multiplication, I know this could be 4 groups of 42. So I'm going to do 4 groups of 42. So 1, 2, 3, 4 groups. So I've got 4 groups of 42, and I'm just going to add those because we learned that multiplication can also be seen as repeated addition. Then I use my skip counting: 2, 4, 6, 8. This is an 8. And I use my skip counting of 4s: 4, 8, 12, 16. And I've got my answer. So I know 42 times 4 is equal to 168. Well, let's try a new method now. This is a 4th grade method. And what we're going to do is we're going to take 42 and write it in expanded form. So I know 42 written in expanded form is 40 plus 2. And I'm going to write 4 in expanded form. I know that's just 4. Now, wherever I see a plus sign, I'm going to make a line. So I'm going to make a line right here. So now I have 2 boxes. So basically what I've done is I'm going to solve this by doing 2 different problems, okay? And it's called partial products. So if I do this, so this length here is equal to 4, and this length here is equal to 40. So this is 4, this is 40. So I write that 4 times 40, okay? And in this box here, this length here is equal to 4. So I like to say this length here is equal to 4. And this length here is equal to 2. Okay. So now all I'm going to do is figure out what these are. I know that 4 times 4 is 16. And then I just add a 0. And I know this is 4 times 2, which I know is 8. So if I wrote that out, I would write it like this. So I first had 4 times 40. That's one box. And I need to add to it the other box, which is 4 times 2. Now I'm going to try to get rid of these parentheses. So 4 times 4 is 16. And I have 1 0, like I said, up here. Then I'm going to put a plus sign. And then I know 4 times 2 is 8. Well, I need to add these 2 together. Sometimes when I do this, this is an easy one, but I always write it up and down because it's easier for me to solve. And I know the answer to this right here is 168. So this is a great way to check your work if you do 2 different methods. Now, the last method is a traditional method, and it works on an algorithm. So I'm going to write this. So here's the problem: 42 times 4. I'm going to write 42 times 4. And in this method, what they do is they say we're going to start here, and you're going to multiply 4 times 2 first. So I draw a line to this. So I say, okay, 4 times 2 is 8. So I put that down. And now I'm finished with the ones place. Now I'm going to go to the tens place. 4 times 4 is 16. And you can see why this is the traditional method. It's just an algorithm of how to do it. But we solved it way faster with this way than with either of these 2. But these 2 are easier to understand, okay, visually. So let me do another problem. Okay, this one's a little harder. And again, we're going to do the same thing. All right, so I'm going to read this as 4 groups of 58. So I'm just going to make 4 groups of 58. 1, 2, 3, 4 groups. And I know it's repeated addition because multiplication also can be seen as repeated addition. And now I'm just going to use my skip counting songs and start in the ones house. 8, 16, 24, 32. I know it's 32, but I know I only can put one digit down in the ones place. So I put the ones place down, which is a 2, and I carry the tens. So now I'm just going to use my skip counting songs, 5, 10, 15, 20, 21, 22, 23. That's 23. There's no number in the hundreds place, so I'm just going to write 23. Okay, so I got 232 using repeated addition. That seemed like a cool way to do it. This problem's easy enough. Okay, now here we're going to do it a little more advanced way, which is taking 58 and writing an expanded form. So that would be 50 plus 8. And then writing this number in expanded form would just be 4. Now wherever I see a plus sign, I just draw a line. And now I do the same thing. I say, okay, what's the length of this and the length of that? So this length here is 4 times this length here, which is 50. Okay. And then I do this length here, which is equal to 4 again, times this length here, right here, which equals to 8. Now I'm going to figure out what each box is equal to. So 4 times 5 is 20. And then I have 1 0. And then I do this one. 4 times 8 is 32. Okay. Now to write that like a partial product, you might not see the box sometimes. So that's why I like to rewrite it again. So I had 4 times 50 plus 4 times 8. Because you might just see it written like this. So then I say 4 times 5 is 20, and I have 1 0. There's my plus sign. And then I do this one. 4 times 8 is 32. So now the plus sign, the parentheses are gone. And now I just have to add these two together. If I want, I can write it up and down. And then I just get 2, 3, 2. So I got 232 as my answer, just like I did with repeated addition. Now let's try the traditional method. So here I have 58 times 4, and I put a dot and I go to the ones house first. 4 times 8 is 32. This is a 2-digit number, so the ones place goes down, the tens place goes up, and now I go here. 4 times 5 is 20, 21, 22, 23. There's no hundreds place, so I'm just going to drop both digits, and I get the same answer. Okay, last one. All right, by now you should know how to do this, so I'll probably give you some time to do this problem. And now I'm going to start. For repeated addition, remember I could go this way or this way because of the commutative property. So I think I'm going to go this way. So this is 3 groups of 36. So I'm going to do 36 3 times. So 1 group, 2 groups, 3 groups. And then I'm going to add those together. I use my skip counting song, 6, 12, 18. That's a 2-digit number, so I only can put 1 digit down, so the ones place goes down. The tens place has to go up. And then I use skip counting, 3, 6, 9. Then I have 10. There's no hundreds place, so I'm just going to put 10 down there. And this is my answer for a repeated addition. Area model, remember I take the 36 and I write it in expanded form, which is 30 plus 6, and then I write the 3 in expanded form. It is in expanded form basically. I write that, and then wherever I see a plus sign, I draw a line. Okay, so now I'm going to find the length of this side, which is 3. So I have 3 times this side, which is 30. Now I do this one. The length of this side is 3. And the length of this side here, just from here to here, is 6. Now I find out what they're equal to. So 3 times 3 is 9, and I have 1 0, and 3 times 6 is 18. Okay, so I'm going to write it like a partial product. So I just write the parentheses 3 times 30 plus 3 times 6. I solve. 3 times 3 is 9. I have 1 0 plus 3 times 6, which is 18. Now I add these. I like to kind of do this up and down. So I get 8 and 9, 10. So I get 108. So 90 plus 18 is 108. Same answer. Last, traditional. So I write 36 times 3. I put a dot, and then I go to the ones place first. So 3 times 6 is 18. The ones place goes down, the tens place goes up. Now I go to the next column. 3 times 3 is 9, plus 1 more is 10. There's no hundreds place here, so I'm just going to drop it, and I get the same answer. So that's 3 different ways to do a 2-digit timesing a 2-digit number by a 1-digit number. I hope that helps.